Okay, I have got a load. I got a lot of chicken this time. Put my olive oil in there. I got a lot of oil in there. And I'm going to put my chicken in there. There is, I think there's about 5 boneless, skinless, boneless breasts in there. Let's get her hotter. Come on. Give them sizzling. Okay. Oh man. Okay, put my bowl away. Okay. That's all my other stuff. Oh. What do I got in my pocket? Oh, my seasoning. I got Weber All Natural, which don't mean shit. All natural. Boston Bay seasoning. Yeah, natural means nothing on anything. So, oh man, look at that chicken. She's already. It don't take a long time. I first cook my chicken up. Man, that's looking good already. Already getting hot. Leave it set for a little bit. Turn it. And then, as soon as I get my chicken done, I gotta get that done first, okay? See Petro 062, I gotta make another one of these, you know? I got a lot of these videos, but, you know, I only get a couple of hits once in a while on them, and the problem is, they're hard to find. You know, there's so many videos on YouTube that to find this is hard. It's hard to do. So there's all the pink is coming out of them. They're getting cooked up. Well, there's some heat coming out of this. I got it turned up pretty high right now. You know? I got it pretty high. Okay, we're gonna let them set a little, just for a few seconds. They're really gonna sit there. These ones in the middle, when they're boiling like that, they're cooking them all the way through. Okay. So, anyway, once I get them cooked, throw the outside ones in there. Do it again. Sometimes I cook it a little bit long, so they get kind of brown crispies on these chicken pieces. What is the big one? This is what you do when they're too big. You go, cut them in half. See that? Okay. Now, I could make a long video here, but if I did, I'd have to talk all the way through it, so you don't get too bored. And also, I'd have to actually show you what I'm doing. My burner underneath here, that's one of them things that you use for a fish fry, you know? You buy them fish fry burners, and then you take the pot, do what you want with it, make a planter out of it. But buy one of these. I made a bunch of them where they were plow discs, and I welded the handles on, and I welded a hole up in the middle, and finally I found out that it was cheaper just to buy them. Instead of spending 2.5 hours grinding all the paint off of it, welding the hole up, putting handles on it, for the same price. The plow disc was the same price as this finished. These are a little thin. These are pretty thin. they're like 5/32. A plow disc is 3/16. It's a little heavier, but it don't make much difference. I can't tell much. Just heats up and cools down faster. And then, okay, so now I got all the chicken done, right? And then I'm going to take this, a lot of broccoli, frozen, there's frozen, steaming, broccoli, frozen peas. There's some kind of a thing in here. This is frozen. Boy, that all froze up. Some kind of a mixed vegetable thing. And it's a frozen mixed vegetable thing. And it froze to everything else. So you gotta kinda unfreeze it. See, all them frozen peas are all stuck together. There's some frozen carrots in there. Hey, they're coming apart. And what I do, I put about 1.5 inches of water in this pot. So when I throw it in, the water goes down to the bottom. And it gets hot and starts steaming. It starts steaming everything and breaking all this frozen stuff loose and cooking. So basically you're steaming the vegetables because the oil is all pretty much on the chicken, the olive oil. See, there's a big frozen chunk. Now, what I do is I take this from the middle and push it into the middle, and then it'll start coming apart. See that? It's almost apart. That hot water steaming in there breaks it up. So I'll probably have to cut some out of here. This is a big load and it's going to take 20 minutes to do. So I'll cut some out of here. Then when I get closer to being done, I'll turn it back on. Alright. So right now, okay, we're steaming. We got all steaming. I'm gonna stop the camera and I'll change it. I'll cut a piece out. Okay. The water is almost gone. It's really low. So when the water goes out, it starts burning. It starts burning your food. So what I do is, when it gets real close, to the water being gone, that's when I put my Boston Bay seasoning. And you can put anything on there, all kinds of it. And that gives it a flavor, a lot of flavor. It's got garlic and all kinds of good stuff in it. It don't come out good. But if you put it on at the very beginning, what happens is it all sticks. It sticks on the wok. It sticks all on the wok, and you gotta scrape it and sand it off after you're done eating. See, I'll mix this all together. Does this smell good? And it's getting close. It's getting real close because the water's almost gone. See, once that water's gone, it's going to start burning. Then what I got to do is turn the fire off. This here is not just one night supper. This is three people. Well, 2 nights. This is like 3 people, 2 nights. And we do this a lot. Neighbors come by. Wait a minute, neighbors. Yep, doing it again. I know we did it last night. We're going to do it again tonight. There was something else though last night. I had zucchini in here last night. I got a couple more big zucchinis out of the garden that I'm going to cook in here. And if I don't have any left over, this ain't left over for tomorrow night, then I might throw one in there. But I don't think we'll have to cook tomorrow night. I'll think I have enough. So normally I can do it every other day. You know, every other day I cook in here. There's about a lot of chicken in there. Okay, so it's kind of a long video, but I wanted it to be thorough to see exactly what I do, how I take care of this stuff. And okay, all this is getting close. See that? See that water in the bottom? Just a little bit left in there. It's almost done. So what I'll do then, now that I got the seasoning on it, I seasoned it a little bit, mixed it around, mixed it up. When I put it back in the pot, what happens, it gets smaller, goes down, so it all fits real good. So anyway, the water's almost gone. You don't want to leave it, if you leave the water in there, you end up putting the water in the pot. See that water there? The water goes, and you have like vegetable soup or something in the bottom. It's good, it's good. But anyway, I usually let it dry out. And once it's dried out, I turn it a little bit. I turn it a little bit so it kind of toasts some of the things. See, I cut them onions big, but sometimes in the family, people might go, I don't like all the onions. So when you dish it up, you kind of, if there's an onion there, you kind of flip it off of there. See, you can dump the onions off, you know, and you don't have to eat the onions. That's why I cut them big. I quarter the onion in fourths, and then I separate all the little layers and make it nice and big. But it really does make a better flavor. All the water is gone. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the fire right there. And that's all I got for supper. I'm going to load this baby up. I'm going to take it in. And I'm going to have supper. Oh man, it smells. You wouldn't believe how good this smells. Oh man, and I wasn't hungry. That's one thing about this. When you're not hungry and you make one of these up, for some reason, you get hungry. This thing is getting heavy too. This is a pretty good size load because I had this thing full and I had my chicken, my 5 boneless, skinless breasts that I chopped all up in little squares. See, they're all in there. So now what you do, so you don't have all that stuff sticking onto your wok. It's clean. Okay? Then what I do with my wok, watch this. Okay, that's ready. For now, I flip it over and I say to myself, and everybody is watching, Pete Petrohole 62, reporting for Channel 62.
Channel 62. 62. 62.